Knowing what important retirement documents are required and when to provide them is an important part of retirement planning. Hello, this is Brandon Christy, President of Retirement Benefits Institute. We've got some great information today about your retirement documents. When the time comes to retire, you may be emotionally and financially ready, but now you have paperwork to complete. This detailed process takes time and preparation as you transition into that next stage. You will have to cover these nuts and bolts even though you have already prepared for the big picture. As you begin completing your retirement forms, you will have documents that may need to be submitted. It would be helpful to know what important retirement documents are needed. Married retirees will need a marriage certificate or proof of common law marriage. If you plan to leave less than the full spousal survivor benefit, you must provide notarized consent of your spouse. If divorced, a divorce decree or a court order showing entitlement to retirement and/or survivor benefits based on your federal service is needed. If you have military service, you will need copies of the DD-214 discharge forms of your military orders, copy of your letter to waive retired pay if you choose to buy back your active duty service for it to count towards your CSRS or FERS retirement system years of service and federal pension. The notice of award of disability, again talking of military, the notice of award of retirement under reserves, all those things may need to be part of documentation. So now let's talk about that retirement application processing. Typically, you should allot 60 to 90 days for retirement application to be processed. The process may take longer depending on your agency and OPM's workload. If you submit your retirement application to your agency with the important retirement documents within 90 days prior to your federal retirement date, it will not be sent to OPM until after you separate from your federal service. Consider keeping a log of contact information for those in your agency's Human Resources and Payroll Office. You will not be able to contact the Office of Personnel Management, or OPM, about your retirement paperwork until you have received your civil service annuitant number. Very important number. Hold on to it. Well, there are also related retirement paperwork documents. Often, when you are preparing for federal retirement, you will wonder about how to handle Social Security and the TSP, or Thrift Savings Plan. We have attached below information related to these two topics. Filing for your Social Security. You may apply for Social Security at least 3 months before you plan to begin receiving a benefit. Contact your local Social Security office for more information or go online by clicking below. TSP withdrawals. If you intend to begin receiving TSP withdrawals after you retire, consider waiting 30 days before filing a partial withdrawal or full withdrawal form. Note, you are unable to file a post-separation withdrawal until TSP has been notified of your federal retirement. Once TSP has been notified, it typically takes them a couple of days to acknowledge your withdrawal request. That can take 2, 3, 4 weeks after you separate before that kicks in. Once you've submitted all of the necessary retirement paperwork and important retirement documents, you can enjoy the remainder of your career counting the days down to freedom. A few additional documents that would be great to have on hand if you encounter complications with your retirement process are as follows. Your FEHB, or your Federal Employee Health Benefits. To keep those in retirement, you will need proof that you are enrolled for 5 years in FEHB or TRICARE. If you plan to suspend your FEHB to use another form of health insurance, such as TRICARE or Medicare, you will need to show proof of coverage. To receive service payment credits, you need to provide a copy of your civilian deposits or redeposits that have been paid. If you've previously paid a civilian deposit or redeposit, you will need to provide a civil service deposit number. This can be found on the statement that OPM should have provided when you applied to make the deposit or redeposit, and copies of military deposits that have been paid also. Knowing what important retirement documents are required and when to provide them is an important part of retirement planning. Look below to get a copy of a retirement checklist. You'll find lots of good information, things to think about as you retire. So if you have any questions, we have analysts at Retirement Benefits Institute that will be glad to help you. Give us a call at 877-864-1145 or click below, and we'll be glad to serve you as you prepare for a successful federal retirement.